Evening, Taylor. Catching up this evening at training, looking ahead to Dartford on Sunday, but we're going to talk about Bexhill very quickly. It was a great performance, not the result that you wanted.
Yeah, and there's only so many times we can say that, to be honest. It has been some good performances recently. Hastings away, Bexhill away, and Eastbourne away as well. They've been good performances and the team has showed a lot of what we want to be seeing, but ultimately the results haven't been good enough and they need to be better. Make no mistake about it, I said it before in previous interviews, we have got to get out of the mindset of being comfortable. Not that we are, but it's got to be, we're constantly working, we're constantly trying to improve, and ultimately it's about getting results and getting points on the board. So yeah, hoping for much better. The performances are there, we just need to turn them into results.
So how do you do that? Training tonight, what have you got in mind?
It's just making sure that ultimately we stick to our principles, we play the way we like to play, but just having that extra sort of tone and tailoring it to our oppositions as well, because this is senior football, this is competitive football where we're trying to win games of football. So working on what we can always improve on and what we're good at, but at the same time having a look at opposition as we have done all season, and thinking about how we're going to work to our advantage and to their disadvantage.
It's another away game on Sunday. Was supposed to have a home game. Unfortunately, that was cancelled due to no fault of our own.
We were supposed to play Dartford earlier on in the season. Watched them previously, and they seem like a good side, and they've got some dangerous players. So it's something to be aware of. As you mentioned, we were supposed to play them a bit earlier on. As you say, no fault of our own, but they didn't seem too best pleased about that. But I think that's a good thing. This Sunday we'll have that extra bit of needle. It's Welling versus Dartford. Every non-league fan, every football fan in the area knows that it's a massive game for both clubs. So we're going to be up for it. We're going to be massively up for it because of that reason. As we said, it's a massive game with lots of heritage on it. So Welling v Dartford, we're going to come out and do everything we can to get the 3 points and to have one over on our rivals. So, yeah, I'm sure they're going to come out fighting as well. They're at the home ground. But make no mistake about it, come 6 o'clock, when we finally finish the game on Sunday at Prince's Park, we should be the ones that come out, leaving everything out on that 3G and with 3 points on the way back up the A2.
It is a late kick-off, it is 4 p.m, and it is another away game. How much of a difference does that make with a late kick-off and the fact that it's, again, not at our home ground?
Yeah, so I think like the common theme, what we've learned this year coming into the level, is that teams don't always travel well. So there's obviously a lot of away games that are quite far. Our last 3 this year have been pretty far away. So yeah, it's not excuses at all. It's just the nature of the level and the players. They're all part-time, once or twice a week with kids and jobs, so it's hard. But yeah, this Sunday's a bit different. I don't think that's too much of a factor. It's only down the road, Dartford, and the later kick-off might suit us, get an extra lay-in. But yeah, they are obviously used to playing that sort of time for most of the season. I know they have a lot of teams down there, London City and their first team as well. Obviously, we're playing a reserve Sunday, so yeah, look, it might work in their favour, it might not, who knows. But what we do know is we're playing a local derby, big game. We'll have good numbers and we'll have a competitive squad ready to go and get the win.
Fantastic, and we'll catch up with you again on Sunday.
Brilliant, thank you.